What we're here this afternoon to talk about is some common problems that do-it-yourself people and semi-professional people have is sharpening of chains. Traditionally over the years we've always used the file, and with the problems with filing is your depth and the tooth length, so we don't get a real nice sharp blade. So this afternoon there's a new product on the market by Toolex, which is an electric chainsaw sharpener, and we'll just go through the procedures with that. The product that we're going to demonstrate this afternoon is the new Toolex Chainsaw sharpener, which was introduced last year. The machine comes with a 3.2mm standard blade, which fits all the common chainsaws on the market. However, as an accessory, we do have a 4.5, and this fits all your larger pitch chainsaws as well, mainly for your semi-professional type market. The machine itself comes complete, ready to go. It's lightweight, easy operation, 240 volt power supply, and a simple on-off switch around the back here. And what we'll now do is show you how simple it is and easy it is to set the chainsaw up for sharpening. We've just taken the Toolex chainsaw sharpener out of the box, and the first thing you can see is how the sharpener is mounted. We can either use the two locating holes on the top of the sharpener base, or in my case I'm going to use a G-clamp, and by simply tightening it up onto either a tabletop or a bench top, we can now are ready to go. So this is a very quick and simple way of sharpening your chain. We firstly need to remove the chain off the chainsaw. So in my hand I've got the blade in front of me, and we're going to mount that on the saw in 3 easy steps and show you how to sharpen your chain. Firstly, you'll notice the saw is free spinning at the moment. All saws, particularly the home user market, are all set at 30 degrees. So over here we do have our angles graduated on the base. So I'm just going to set that to 30 degrees, and suddenly that's step number 1 done. Very simple. How easy is that? Secondly, we're going to place the blade into the sharpener so it's free to spin, like as you can see, and that's step number 2. From here we're now going to set the length of our tooth. And to do that, we're just going to engage the blade into the tooth, like that, and lock it off. Now that we've engaged the blade into the first of the teeth gullet, we can now set it with the bench stop by flipping that over, adjusting it back so it drops in, and now we're in position as far as tooth length goes. So in the future, whenever we go to our next tooth, it'll automatically be at the same length, and that's giving us our constant tooth length on each tooth. So that is step number 2 completed. And the final, we're now going to step 3, which is now setting the depth on the tooth, and we do that by this adjustment knob here. And by turning this knob left and right, we actually raise and lower the blade into the tooth. Now we only want to take a minimal amount of material off the tooth each time. So we now lower it in the tooth. Alright, we've set the depth of the tooth, and we've set the length of the tooth. So now we're going to proceed to sharpen the blade. First, safety first, of course, so we wear our spectacles. And we'll start the machine with the green button on the back of the machine, and the first thing you'll notice how quiet the machine is, and we're ready to sharpen. So we bring the tooth till it meets our guide post, and we lock on, and by simply bringing the machine down we touch the tooth. You'll notice a very small amount taken off the tooth, so number 1 tooth is done. We release it, bring it to the next tooth, lock it on, and we can just go now. And I'll do a couple very quickly just to show you how quick and easy we are taking the material off the teeth. And down. 2 cuts each time, minimal amount is all we need to do. And it's as quick as easy as that. 1, 2, and we're finished. I've completed the whole blade now by going right around the blade, and it didn't take very long at all. So we now turn the machine off, We're going to release the blade off the locking mechanism, and the first thing you'll notice that I've got a very clean tooth, nice and sharp, and it's a consistent same depth and same length on every tooth on the... So now that we've completed sharpening the blade, the entire blade, each tooth's been sharpened, we now can turn our machine off and remove the blade from the die. And the first thing you'll notice is how shiny each tooth is that we've